Queen here. Life after money. It's coffee time. So, won't you join me in a coffee and chat? First coffee, lovely. Right, this morning I'm in front of the computer, as I am most mornings, and when I switch on, I get this MSM thingy page. I mean, I could probably get rid of it, but it's there, so, and it's a source of amusement for me. It's got all kinds of news headlines, you know what it is, and I look at that and think, oh my goodness me, is that the news? Well, it doesn't seem to be any actual news. It's just full of like crap. But as I say, it just makes me chuckle sometimes, because I just can't believe that this is on the screen and it's supposed to be news. Well, there is news going on in the world, there is some news out there, but MSM don't seem to find the actual news, because this is just all made up. I mean, a lot of it is adverts, of course, and it's just a no news place. MSM, I think that's mainstream media. I don't know what it means. So anyway, that comes on the screen, and I just generally have a quick look on the headlines, scroll through. I've got a mouse with a wheel on, so I just sit here and move my wheel. So I'll just go through a little bit of it. There is a little bit of news there. Yes, there was a train fire in South Wales. Well, yeah, that is actual news. Diets. Sticking to UK diet advice. Well, that's not news. You get these things going across that go zoom, 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 like that. And you've got to be quick to read it. But I don't really want to read it anyway, so I just go, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Let's just scroll down a bit. There's big benefits for seniors born between 1940 and 1980. Big benefits. Well, that's me, because I was born in 49. But it's an advert, and it's want to sell me something, so I won't go there. In fact, I'm not going to click on any of it, but it does make me laugh. In California, people are going to go home as may go home. People may be allowed to go home in California because there's a big fire on there. So I suppose that's news. Then there's something that says unclear UK advice on PPE cited in home care COVID-19 death inquiry. So now we've got the inquiries about how many people died in care homes. Well, that is going to go on and on and on. I mean, they really should be inquiring into that. And eventually, maybe about 10 years down the line, we might get answers. So, yep, Tucker Carlson. Well, you know, I like Tucker Carlson. I don't always listen to what he says, but he's rather a good-looking chap, isn't he? And I've been looking at some of his earlier work, and he was always good-looking. I like looking at good-looking men. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying here, but yeah, I'll just look at Tucker Carlson's pictures because he is rather handsome. Hello Fresh, that's an advert. Hello Fresh. We tried Hello Fresh. Here's what happened. You get a box of food and you cook it and you eat it. That's what happens. Another silly little thing. A little toddler gets stuck in a popcorn bin. Now that's really exciting news, isn't it? A child is stuck in a popcorn bin. Why do I want to know that? I don't want to know that. Oh dear me. Yeah, I'm getting lots of adverts for cameras and battery cameras, because I happened to look at cameras because I thought I might buy another camera. So now the screen is littered with adverts from batteries and cameras. Yeah, there's some shooting's been going on. Well, that happens, doesn't it? And Daniel Craig's father has died, 77. Well, yeah, a bit sad for him. And I've got 6 years before I'm 77, so I think I better start taking care of myself. India reports 75,000 new virus infections. Well, yes, not good news, but I suppose it's news. But I'm now taking no notice of figures about this virus, figures from anywhere. I don't believe any figures. Flood defence work is going to start on the A55. That's in North Wales. Well, I suppose the people who live there will be quite pleased about that. And here's how I don't know who writes this crap. Here's how out-of-home advertisers are adapting to post-lockdown London. What the hell does that mean? Oh, I'm going to have a coffee. It's a drink. It's just... oh, dear me. I do despair, you know. I do despair. Made up news. When there isn't any news, they make it up. Let's have another look. Promo codes. Get PayPal's newest shopping tool. No. Can stick your PayPal right up where the sun don't shine. I don't want promo codes. When I go shopping, I spend cash. Here we go. Local lockdown meeting as government confirms payment scheme. Oh, I'm just going to hover my mouse over that to get the rest of it. Payment scheme for self-isolation. Local lockdown meeting as government. Oh, the government are going to pay people for locking down in certain areas. Yeah, I might claim for that actually. I stay in my house for a week, will they pay me? I don't know. Coronation Street fans, oh God, listen to this. Coronation Street fans fear soap will tear apart Carla and Peter in Abbey affair twist. You know, it's a bloody soap. It's a made up story. It's fiction. So fans fear soap will... Fans fear soap. There's this word keeps coming up everywhere. Fear. We've all got to be fearful of everything, even what happens on soaps. We have to fear these storylines on soaps. Oh my goodness me. I'm frightened. You know, I'm frightened to death about this affair twist in Coronation Street. Coronation Street? What's that? Stopped watching that years ago. I better not talk and drink at the same time, because I might actually choke. And you get the same thing over and over again. You scroll down and it's like a rolling thing. Shaving. Harry's. This has been coming on here for months. Harry's Shavers. They're offering a free post-shave balm. BALM. That's almost Black Lives Matter, isn't it? With an A in it. Is this the message they're trying to be putting across? Balm, BALM, with their £3.95 trial set. Well, I gave up shaving a long time ago, so I won't be going for that. And government U-turn as payment introduced for low paid self-isolating in high-risk areas. So if you go to a high-risk area, which is presumably, I don't know, a city or a town, they're going to pay you more. The government are going to pay. Well, I think I'll just stay where I am actually, and stay here because it's a low-risk area where I am. Britney Spears thing again. Britney Spears, who cares what's happening in Britney Spears' life? She's a singer, yeah, sings some nice songs, you know, but Extinction Rebellion drops claims in film narrated by Keira Knightley. No idea what that is about. And they're going to swarm Milton Keynes with e-scooters. Well, I think they've got e-bikes in some cities, haven't they, where you pick up a bicycle and pedal around on it and pay for it. Well, now you can do that with a scooter. What happened to people actually walking? You know, do we all now need wheels to get about? But for goodness sake, walk if you can walk. So beware, Milton Keynes, you're going to be knocked down by like loads and loads of people on e-scooters. So watch out. Are e-scooters going to be going on the roads or the pavements? I don't know. I think I might go to Milton Keynes to find out what's happening. Anybody in Milton Keynes, let me know what's happening with these e-scooters. Dragon's Den. Top 5 most successful businesses. Well, Dragon's Den's alright for a bit of entertainment, but I don't want to go that deeply into it. UK housing demand soars since end of COVID lockdown. Oh, are we still in lockdown or what? I'm just looking out the window because, like, my neighbour is walking by. my neighbour works from home, and he's walking by with his headphones in, and he's got his gadget, and he's talking to himself, presumably. Yeah, he's talking to his office, and he's walking his dog at the same time. Oh dear, I do think that's funny. Because you don't need to go to the office these days. You can work from home and walk your dog and work at the same time. Yeah, Katy Perry has had a baby. Whoopee! Katy Perry has had a baby. Whoopee! See the first photos. Well, to me, babies just look like babies. They're all the same. Yeah, government advice on PPE was not visible during peak of UK crisis. So the government weren't giving out the advice, they didn't make it common knowledge during the peak, but it's common knowledge now, after the peak. Peak has finished, so we can now all find out about PPE. And Meghan sends fans wild as her beloved dogs interrupt candid chat. Are we bothered? Are we bothered that Meghan's dogs walked in on a chat? Well, to be honest, I'd rather just have a film about dogs. Just dogs will be fine, thank you. I don't need to know her chat. Oh dear. At the Times advertising a will writing service for £19.99. When are they ever going to give up this 99p rubbish? Anything that ends in 99p, just mark it up to the next pound. But for 20 quid you can have a will writing service, but you've got to go to the Times. The Times, I think you've got to pay to read that. Yeah, Manchester residents are hit with bank holiday outdoor drinking ban. Don't go to Manchester if you want to drink outside. Latest on the worldwide spread of coronavirus. Well, you know, I think by now most people are beginning to wake up. There isn't actually a virus, but you know, we'll keep on reading about it because it makes these people happy. Coalition urge not to rush changes to conservation laws that give more powers to states. Oh my goodness, Emmerdale fans stunned as surprising character turns villain in dark scenes. Oh my god. Emmerdale fans stunned. Who watches Emmerdale? Are you going to be stunned by this revolution? Yeah. Peter Andre. Oh, Mr. Trump is about to bungle another natural disaster. Well, just let him get on with it. I'm not really bothered. Pressure grows for London to New York air corridor. That's a thing, isn't it? They're wanting to build. How can you build a corridor in the air? Presumably that is a straight line from one destination to the other. From London to New York. That's a straight line. That is a corridor where people cannot get off. People cannot. Well, you wouldn't want to get off in the middle of it, would you? A corridor. And where did they think of these names? Before it used to be just a direct. You know, I mean, buses go direct. It's not a corridor, it's a direct. Like, it will be a direct flight from London to New York. Why is it a corridor? All these stupid names that they're bringing in. Oh dear. Anyway, I think I better just stop with this because it's sending my blood pressure up. It's making me laugh though. It does make me laugh. Yeah. It just goes on and on and on. It's just total. There's another Emmerdale. Dramatic double exit as Dawn takes action over killer's secret. Oh god, you're getting sick of this now, aren't you? Yeah. And the Britney Spears thing is going on and on and on. Apparently there's a big bust up within the family, which we don't need to know about at all. Yeah, and guess what now? The giant house spiders the size of your hand are invading UK homes looking for love. Oh my god. Large spiders are rampant around people's homes wanting to have sex. How does a male spider know when it meets a female spider? Or maybe spiders are a little bit gay. You know, they could be looking for a spider of the same sex, or maybe there's a middle sex with spiders and in between sex. But whatever you do when you're walking around the house, look for big spiders that are looking for sex. And don't kill it, but just put it outside. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, who's this Olivia woman? A credible figure in a tiny black unitard. She's wearing a unitard. What the hell is a unitard? I don't know. I mean, all I can see is like a t-shirt. Unitard. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there's a big queue. There's a big queue for learner drivers waiting to take a test. 200,000 learner drivers are waiting to take a driving test. I saw a learner driver the other day. The learner driver, who was in the driving seat, had a mask on, and the instructor sat next to him had one of these plastic things over his face. It's a bit weird, that, isn't it? It's a bit weird. But you know, I can't read anymore. It's total and utter. Can't even get my words out now. Let me have a drink of coffee. I better stop this, because this video is going to go on and on and on, and it'll be just as full of crap as what's on the screen. So my advice to you is just skim through that rubbish, because it is utter bollocks. I could have more fun looking out my window over there. Anyway, this is me and Queen. Life after money. I'll just show you who has got the best seat again. Maisie has got my seat again. She says, "Go away, leave me alone."